for support with that pass. Great pass. Can he thread it through? He settles the ball nicely. Can he thread it through? Trying to split the defense. Ready to make something happen. Can he thread it through? We're waiting for a spark. He's picked his head up. He punches it clear under. It's all his now. He looks to play the ball. He heads it across. He's got it. Going for a... Trying to split the defense with this one. Looking for a decisive... Great pass. The fans are anxious, hoping for some... Can he thread it through? Controls the ball with ease. He's attempting a pass. Looking for a decisive pass. Safe hands from the keeper. He heads it across. He's taken control. Looking for support with that pass. Out of nowhere. Sensational! He beats the offside trap, takes it around the keeper, and slots it in. That's pure composure and class under pressure. Patience is the key, as both sides look for a breakthrough. Plenty of energy, but neither team can... Takes it under control. Trying to split the defense with... He's searching for an opening. Going for a direct pass. Going for a... Looking for support with that pass. Can he thread it through? Going for a direct pass. Controls the ball with ease. He's picked his head up. Can he... He settles the ball nicely. Trying to split the defense with this one. He looks to... Controls it well and looks ahead. Let's see some... Unbelievable! What a move leading up to that goal. Perfect pass, brilliant control, and a clinical finish. This is what football is all about. Great sportsmanship being shown by both teams. Nicely done. He cushions the ball and keeps possession. If they go any slower, they'll start growing roots. Looking for support with that pass. He's picked his head up. He's picked his head up. Looking for support with that. Looking for a... He's attempting a pass. He's searching for an opening. Shoot! Oh, he's got it. Looking for support with that pass. He looks to play the ball forward. Looking for a decisive pass. He's searching for an opening. That's an incredible finish. It was a tight angle, but he made it look easy. That goal sends the bench to their feet. They're on fire. If they go any slower, they'll start growing roots. Great touch to bring it under control. Can he pick out his teammate? Ready. That's an ambitious ball. That's an ambitious ball. Controls the ball with ease. Ready to make something happen with it. He's picked his head up. Here comes the... Trying to split the defense. Controls it well and looks ahead. Can he thread it through? He heads it across. Ready to make something happen with it. Looking for a decisive pass. Trying to split the defense with this. Controls. Can he pick out his teammate? Looking for support with that pass. He looks to play the ball forward. Looking for support, ready to make something. He's picked his head up. Here comes the pass. Ready to make something happen with it. Can he thread it through? Controls it well and looks ahead. Out of nowhere, he shoots. That's excellent handling from the keeper. A neat header to keep. It's all his now. Both teams. Can he thread it through? Looking for support with that great touch to bring. Trying to split the defense with this one. Possession keeps changing hands in the midfield. Takes it under control. Going for a direct pass. Takes it under control. That's a rocket of a shot. Can he thread it through? He looks to play the ball. He's searching for an opening. He's picked his head up. He's taken control of the ball. Looking for support with that pass. Great pass. Control. Great pass. He's picked his head up. Here comes the pass. Great pass. We're waiting for a spark to... He's searching for an opening. Looking for support with that pass. Controls the... He looks to play the ball. He glances the ball on. Can he thread it? Great touch to bring it under control. That pass was so slow. I nearly had time to make a cup of tea. The fans are anxious, hoping for some excitement. Looking for a decisive pass. He's looking for support with that. He's picked his head up. Here comes the pass. Looking for support. Smooth as butter. He's picked his head up. Here comes the... Flicked on with the head. Nicely done. Great pass. Looking for a decisive pass. Smooth as butter. Trying to split the defense with this one. He looks to play the ball forward. Like glue to his feet. Can he pick out his teammate? He looks to play the ball forward. Nicely done. He cushioned, trying to split the defense with this one. Like glue to his feet. Looking for support with... He clears his lines with a strong punch. Going for a... That first touch makes all the difference. Going for a direct pass. Controls it well. He looks to play the... Looking for support with that pass. Looking for support with that. Nicely done. He cushioned. Looking for support with that pass. Looking for a decisive pass. Solid catch by the goalkeeper. He redirects it with his head. Looking for support. Perfect trap. That's an ambitious ball. He settles the ball. Can he thread it through? Great sportsmanship. Controls the ball with ease. Looking for support with that pass. Smooth as butter. He's picked his head up. Beautiful headed pass. Ready to make some... He's searching for an opening. Great sportsmanship being shown by both. Can he thread it? Nicely done. He cushions the ball and keeps possession. That's an ambitious ball. Takes it, going for a direct pass. Possession keeps changing hands in the midfield. It's all his now. You get the sense that something big is about to happen. Can he thread it through? He meets goal! What a strike from outside the box! He saw the opening, took the shot, and the ball rockets into the net. The crowd goes absolutely wild. What a way to break the deadlock! Plenty of energy, but neither team can find the final ball. Momentum could shift at any moment. Momentum could shift at any moment. He's attempting a pass. Ready to make... Going for a direct pass. Looking for a decisive pass. Going for a direct... Great touch to bring it under... That's an ambitious ball. He looks to play the... Looking for a decisive... Great pass. Looking for a decisive pass. Maybe a cup of coffee would help speed things. Great pass. Takes it under control. That strong hands from the keeper. He looks to play the ball forward. Looking for support with that. Looking for support with that pass. He's attempting a pass. Takes it under control. It's all his now. He finds space in the box. Can he thread it through? Nicely done. He's attempting a pass. The referee could take a selfie right now. No one would. Smooth. Looking for a decisive pass. Can he pick out his teammate? The players seem to be waiting for an opening. He's attempting a pass. He's attempting a pass. Controls the ball with ease. Great! An incredible finish. It was a tight angle, but he made it look easy. That goal sends the bench to their feet. They're on fire! You can feel the anticipation building among the fans. Ready to make something happen with it. Not much happening right now, but the crowd is still lively. He's picked his head up. He's attempting a pass. He's attempting a pass. Can he pick out his team? He's picked his head up. Takes it under control. Looking for a decisive pass. He's attempting a pass. Great pass. Do we need to turn up? Perfect trap. Just what they needed. Looking for a decisive pass. Takes it under control. Trying to split the defense with this one. He's got it. The players seem to be waiting for an open. Here comes the... He's got... Great pass. Looking for support. Can he pick out his teammate? Smooth as butter. That's a... Punched away by the keeper. Can he pick out his team? Like glue to his... Great pass. He's attempting a pass. Perfect trap. Just what they needed. Can he pick out his team? A neat header to keep possession. He looks to play the ball forward. Looking for support with...